Cuckoos podcast. Three Cuckoos podcast. Three Cuckoos podcast. Three Cuckoos podcast.
Oh. I went as well. I went for it.
We should keep that in.
Are you ready?
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Hello and welcome to the Three Cuckoos review of Better Call Saul, Season 3, Episode 3. It's called Sunk Costs. My name's Rob. This is Mark.
Hi.
Tim's still not here.
No.
He don't
He
watch,
don't watch
this.
it anyway.
He don't watch this.
When he comes back, we're going to have trouble with all these reviews.
We
He
are.
won't watch any
Well,
of
we'll
it.
have to find something that he can watch.
The only thing he's watching is like Teletubbies.
He might love it, and they might love it. They might love a review. We'll
Not of the Teletubbies. Does anyone want to see a review of the Teletubbies? Oh, God.
He's been drinking.
Does anyone want to see a review of the Teletubbies? No.
So I assume if you're watching this, you've seen it and you don't mind a bit of a spoiler, all right? So yeah, we're going to go through it in great depth.
We're not.
No, we're not. We're just going to kind of stumble our way through it and try and
To be
explain
fair,
it the best we can.
There wasn't a lot to go into
Not really.
depth, was there?
Not really. Leave a like, comment, subscribe.
Wow.
all of that.
You're off quick.
That'll be ace. Yeah,
It would.
that'd be good. That.
Wait till the end to do that.
No, just click it now. Do it now.
Don't do it now. Watch the
not?
video first.
Yeah, do it now. It's fine.
Watch the video.
On share it as well. That'd be good. So obviously last week, finally we saw Jimmy snap, didn't we?
Oh, big time.
And he smashed his way into Chuck's house, obviously that had a PI in it.
Yep.
Was
And
it?
him from HHM.
Yeah, Ernesto wasn't there, was he? I don't think.
No.
I don't think he was. And he snapped the tape in front of his very eyes, didn't he?
Yeah.
And then they all said, we all saw it. Oh shit. So that's kind of where we joined it again.
It was part of his plan.
No black and white again.
Nope.
I like the black and white, boys.
Nope.
Can we have that back, please? Although we're kind of getting into the story now, aren't we?
Yep.
And they want to progress that, so I guess they don't want to waste any time.
It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, it's all right.
Yes.
So yeah, it basically. Well, it starts off. Did it start off with Kim and her morning regime music montage?
Yeah.
Is that where it started?
I think so.
Which was really strange. It was really weird.
She goes and gets ready in the gym.
Yeah, I didn't really expect to see that. Well, it was just over the road, wasn't it?
Well.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she's been sleeping at the offices.
Yes.
And getting all the stuff done for Miss Hurdy.
Yeah.
Working hard.
And then obviously we find out that Jimmy's just left, hasn't he?
Yeah.
He's just sat on the step completely. You know, he's done me again. And how many times is this going to happen now? And we all hate Chuck anyway, don't we? Let's be honest. Do you hate Chuck?
I've always hated Chuck.
I've always hated Chuck as well.
He's a dick, but he's supposed to be a
he
dick,
is.
I suppose.
I suppose so, yeah. A righteous
He
dick.
probably thinks that Jimmy owes him, you see. Because he saved
It's
him,
almost like,
didn't he,
yeah,
originally.
yeah. He doesn't want anybody showing him up, does he?
No.
And he's far more important than anybody else.
Yep.
So yeah, he just wants him disbarred, doesn't he? So obviously Jimmy's just kind of, cops are going to come
Yep.
and they're going to take me away, but he's well equipped to
Yep.
sort it out.
Yep.
Only thing is he's got to put up with going through it all when he's usually on the other side, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought it was quite good, that.
Yeah, I did. It would have been a hard pill to swallow, wouldn't it, I guess?
A little bit where he gets arrested, he's handcuffed, and it's just like, whatever.
I love the little speech that Chuck made. Look, this is what's going to happen. And then Jimmy went, no, this is what's going to happen. You're going to get really ill and you're going to die alone. And his face just dropped, didn't it? As if to say, oh, he might be right, actually.
Yeah.
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 Still doesn't change his little mind, though, does it,
No,
really?
is it hell? Is it hell? Never gonna, is it?
Well, should we go through what happened to Jimmy
Go
first?
through Jimmy first.
Let's do that, then.
Yeah, go on then.
Okay.
That was the main part of it.
Yeah. So he gets arrested, gets all his mugshots done.
Yeah. It was good. He didn't say anything after,
No, he
nearly
didn't.
through the whole thing.
No, well, he didn't need to, did he? It was just taking you through the process,
Yeah.
really.
Yeah.
What do you think of his colleague
I liked him.
who came in kind of to gloat,
Yeah.
but they kind of had a mutual respect for each other, didn't they?
Yeah. It was good. I enjoyed that bit. It was
Yeah.
quite amusing.
Well, he kept popping into it, didn't he, as well?
Yeah.
So then, obviously, Ernesto tells Kim
Yep.
that this is what's happened.
Yeah.
And he got fired, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Who's going to pay for that car?
Exactly.
He'll get another job, won't he?
Oh, yeah. It'll work for them.
Yeah, might do.
Get rid of that woman.
He might do. Oh, she's good, though. She is.
She's all right.
Yeah, she's all right. So Jimmy kind of sees himself. He has to spend a night. Did he spend the night in jail? He did, didn't
yeah.
he? And yeah, he has to obviously put up with his mate. having a bit of a ribbing him a little bit.
Yep.
And then he goes back and explains it to Kim. Look, it's my mess, and I'm not going to call you because it's my mess. And
This
I'm
is after he'd
sorting
been in
it out.
court,
Yeah.
Rob.
Oh yes, of course. Well, she tried to represent him,
And
didn't
he
she?
didn't want to have anything to do with that.
No.
Too busy. She's too busy with Miss Verdi. He's always thinking of her.
He is, and she's trying to think of him.
Yeah. Trying to help him out.
Stalemating it.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then obviously, like I said, he gets out, has a word with her.
Yep.
She backs down really quick.
She did.
She always does.
Yeah.
I think I'd get it in the neck, big time.
Would you?
Oh God, yeah, for weeks, weeks.
Yeah, but that's why they don't make a TV series of your...
That could be right, actually. Yeah.
Be a bit boring, wouldn't it?
Well, I don't
Same
know.
thing over
Might be a
and
bit
over
more
again.
fast paced.
Do you get told off a lot? Or?
Maybe it wouldn't be shot as beautifully. Oh God, yeah, I'm always getting told
Do you?
off all the time.
Why?
Just for waking and breathing.
Really?
Yeah. So it's basic. This episode, isn't it?
Not a lot happens in it,
really
is there?
basic.
Sort of.
Because he just kind of gets he kind of gets out and just realizes, look, Chuck's going to screw me over. He's going to try everything,
Yeah.
and he's actually because they can't get involved. HHM can't really get involved. It's between their lawyers and Jimmy McGill, isn't it? Really.
Yeah.
So they got an independent party.
Yeah.
But then Chuck offered him kind of like
Well, what do you see, like I said in a previous episode, when he's talking to the woman, he's telling her what happened, and she's going through all the charges they can bring against him. And at the end of all that, she's going, you sure you want to do this? Because we've had this before. It's about families and
Yeah.
people back down. And he's like, well, there could be another option. And then it doesn't tell you what that is until later on when he's talking to Kim outside, having the cigarette that he found in the back of the
in his glove box.
in his glove box, and it's that he has to admit up to it and get disbarred.
That's it.
That's his plan all along. That's Chuck's plan all along.
Well, he wants him disbarred straight
'Cause
away.
he thinks he's a crap lawyer,
Yeah, absolutely.
and he's not very ethical in what he does. You see.
No,
So,
yeah, that's been his whole thing all the way through, hasn't
yeah,
it?
it has.
Yeah, I don't know.
So they decide they're gonna fight it.
Which is going to be good.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's let Kim now help him out.
Yeah,
They're going to fight it together.
yeah.
Ernesto might even get in on the act. Possibly.
I think so.
I think he will.
I think
he's
so.
got a bit of a bigger role here somewhere, hasn't he?
I think so.
I think it'd be a good idea to get Ernesto involved.
Do you like him?
Seems like a nice lad, doesn't he?
Do you like him?
Yeah. He's done nothing wrong.
He's all right. He's a bit boring.
He's only been in it 10 minutes, though, hasn't he, really?
Yeah.
Collectively, I think probably less.
Yeah.
4 minutes. Something like that.
Yeah.
Obviously, while all that's going on, we're interjecting the old Mike situation. Who, I mean, it's like watching No Country for Old Men. It's very dark and
Yeah.
there's not a lot of talking.
No.
But it doesn't need to be, and I think that's the beauty of it. Really, it just plays out in front of you
Yeah.
of what's going on.
Yeah.
And he's very sinister, but then he's likable at the same time. I like Mike.
I do.
It's weird. We get to see Gus Fring. He finds out
Again.
kind of that he is
See, he's never met him.
the big boss man. He's never met him
Jimmy's
at this
met
point,
him.
has he?
Jimmy met him last week.
Jimmy met him in Los Polos.
That's
didn't he?
right. But Mike hasn't. He finally meets him,
Yeah.
and he figures out that he's obviously the rival to Salamanca's business.
So there was a drop at the start,
Yeah.
or what looked like a drop.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that's what it was. There was a pair of blooded trainers.
Yeah, there were.
They definitely looked
Yeah.
really shady,
Yeah.
didn't they? Hanging from some line.
Yeah.
And then obviously we see Mike meet Gus, and he says, "Your business with Hector Salamanca it's done now. It's a done deal. But if anything was to happen, I wouldn't really stand in your way." And yeah, like he said, he's his direct competition.
Yeah.
He's kind of right in what he was saying. Was Gus, your thing with Hector is finished now.
But Mike's like, no, you threaten my family.
Exactly, he's got to die. Simple as that. You can let that lie.
Yep.
And Gus knew that.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Yeah.
So they kind of set him up now. Who do you think has set him up here? Do you think Gus has just told him what the situation is and where he's going to be and leaves him to his own devices?
I think so, yeah.
because he's very clever.
He's
And this is
very
where his
clever.
sniper rifle came back into
Yeah,
it.
it
You
did.
wondered where that had
The
gone.
one that disappeared
It
magically.
It did kind
at
of
the back of the
disappear.
car.
We don't. You see, you can't be seen to be leaving a scrapyard with a great big sniper rifle on his back.
But he drove in. The sniper rifle was in the boot. He drove in with it,
And he
took the car to pieces, and told the man he could keep it.
So where did it go?
Exactly.
It's a bit bizarre,
Once
wasn't
he
it?
dropped it off at home first, but he didn't show you that.
No, he didn't.
It's stuff like that just annoys me, I think.
So he goes to a doctor's and gets himself a package
Yeah.
of drugs. Drugs are bad, okay. Yeah, and then he buys a pair of trainers
Yeah.
as well,
Yeah.
which were far too good to be hanging from a pylon. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Not my kind of shoe. You know what I mean?
No.
They just look
Looks a
too
bit
new.
like Converse to me.
Yeah, they were like a
Cheap
cheap
Converse
brand of
knockoff.
Converse. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he put the drugs in the shoe. I thought to myself, it's going to take ages. I've always wondered how they get them up there. I'm assuming they throw them, but how long does it take?
Well, 3 goes.
3 goes.
Or
I was
4
quite
goes,
impressed.
Yeah.
It was amusing
And
watching him fail.
The whole
actually.
thing is just, there's no sound. He doesn't say anything.
No. Well, he won't because he's on his own.
I know, it's so weird, isn't it?
It is. It
Just
is a bit
such long
strange, yeah.
periods of it. Just, there's no... do you know what I mean?
But then it's cool watching. It's just cool to watch.
Yeah.
So then obviously he's sat in the distance with his sniper rifle.
Yeah.
Job's done. Shoes are in place.
Yeah.
Drug in shoe.
Yeah.
I'm expecting a drop, aren't you?
Yeah. That's what I thought it was going to be some kind of...
I did.
Yeah, someone was going to come down. They were going to climb up with a ladder or something, get them down, and off they go.
Yeah.
I was wrong. I was wrong, Robert.
Yeah, me too.
We were both wrong.
He was obviously doing it for his own little plan. He had his own little plan rooted out.
Yep.
It was. I thought it was bizarre. Because
you right?
well, he's got his gun trained on him,
Yeah.
and they are kind of doing some weird gun drop
Yeah.
thing. And he just starts firing up into the air, and
Yeah.
I'm thinking, he's going to draw attention to himself. But obviously, it's such a vast
Yeah.
place that you can't really tell
Yeah.
where the gunshots are coming from. Which I thought was really clever. And then they were just like, "Oh, it's hunters.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it." And he's fired. How many? 5?
4, 5, yeah.
Yeah. But then he keeps going back as if he's gonna do it.
Yeah.
So I was on a knife edge, mate.
Thinking we shoot one.
I
Yeah.
kind of wanted him to be fair.
But they'd be up then. The game would be up.
Yeah.
They'd know something were wrong.
He was really confident in his shooting, wasn't he? Because he waited till the very last second. They were in the truck. I think they were even moving away
Yeah, they were.
when he shot the shoe.
Yeah.
And it must have been such a tiny amount in the shoe as well.
And it just started pouring out.
Yeah. Really clever.
A little sprinkling over the back steps
Yeah.
of the van.
Really clever. And then we see, obviously, the truck goes through customs.
They just stood there having a smoke outside,
Yeah.
enjoying life.
Know what's going to happen. Nothing's in there. As
And then
simple as that.
And a little dog.
Little does he know, he's dusted the whole of the back of the van, and the dog just sits down. This is the one.
Yep. And they get arrested.
Yeah. So spanner to Hector's plan again,
Yeah.
and Gus Fring's got the upper hand.
Yeah.
Is that where we left it? with
Using
Mike?
Mike, I think so.
I think it is.
Using Mike as a pawn. But he knows, because he wants revenge on him anyway.
He does. I cannot wait to see what happens to Hector. I thought the whole. Obviously, if you've seen Breaking Bad,
If you haven't seen Breaking Bad,
if
why are
you've
you
not,
watching
I don't
Better Call
understand.
Saul
I mean,
again?
the end of Hector and Gus together.
Yeah.
Those two bad guys kind of resigned to the fact that they're gonna.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
was just Gus obviously didn't know what was coming, but Hector certainly did.
Yeah.
And it was just fabulous. One
Yeah,
of
it
the
was.
best scenes in TV I've seen for years.
Yeah, it was good. Very good.
So to see them back is very exciting.
It is. It is.
Do you think Hector's going to get shot, or do you think he's going to have some kind of weird stroke? Because it seems like he's got spinal injuries, but then it could be down to some kind of stroke. You know?
Potentially. Who knows? We'll have to wait and see.
Can't wait to find out.
It was a strange episode because not a lot happened.
No, it didn't.
But it moved the story on a lot.
Yeah, it did.
This is the start of Mike and Hector working together.
Gus.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Hector, working together because in Breaking Bad they are working together, and now it's moving on the story of Jimmy McGill getting disbarred and not being able to practice as Jimmy McGill anymore.
Yeah, well, that's it.
And eventually, at some point, it's going to be the birth of Saul Goodman, probably at the end of this season.
I think
So
that's-
it was weird. Not a lot happened, but it did a lot to move the
Yeah.
storyline on to where we know it's going.
Yeah.
Very odd.
Yeah. Oh, and can I just say
How
many?
cleverly written is this program?
Jimmy's talking to his mate, and his mate's nicking all his fries,
Yeah.
which was very upsetting.
Yeah.
And then he binned like 2 full bags of crisps.
Yeah,
What's all that about?
I know.
You just scrunch them up and keep them for later. Really upsets me, things like that. People wasting stuff.
It's great. It's really well shot. It's really well written. It's really well acted. You can't really complain about it. People
bits-
might say it's a bit slow.
But again, though, it just plays out in front of your eyes, doesn't it? And the bits with Mike are expertly shot.
Oh, brilliant.
They look fantastic.
Brilliant.
It is like film noir, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's
Oh, totally.
properly
Yeah.
brilliant.
Totally. Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, oh, absolutely. Yeah, I did.
What would you give it out of
Like you said, we
13?
were sat here before we started recording, and it's not a lot went
No.
on. It's just genuinely.
That's why the video's so short, because nothing
did we talk
happened,
about?
but they moved loads on.
Yeah, they did,
It's so well done.
and I love it. And
great.
I fear for Kim because she's just getting sucked into this, and as kind-hearted as Jimmy is, and he's trying to keep her out of it, she's standing by him, and he's got a ditch. Do you think he ditches her?
I've no
Are we
idea.
just
I've no idea.
not seeing her in Breaking Bad, but she's there all the time? Is that
She's
a
got
thing?
a different office, hasn't he?
I know, this is it. I don't know if
No.
has he just up and left. All these questions will be answered, I'm sure, but
Oh yeah, she's not in it at all. So
not as far as I'm aware.
I wonder if Vince Gilligan knows. I presume he will do.
Do you think
Must do.
they must have a plan?
It's not live. They've recorded the whole season,
Yeah. No, I'm wondering if they've like written
season by season.
Like
yeah, I don't know. He must have a full
just a
backstory. You would have
timeline.
thought he'll have a full backstory.
you'd write a timeline, would you?
You would
and
have
then
thought
fill
so,
it in. Yeah. Okay. All right.
What's the point in having him in it?
Like we said at the start of the video, leave a like. We'd love to see comments on this as well because
What
we
would you give it out of 13, Rob?
all right, not 13. 11.
9.
Would you give it a 9 again?
Yeah.
Same as your Doctor Who.
Yeah, it won.
Mark's just given Doctor Who a 9. Everyone.
Yeah, go back and watch that.
That was episode 2, by the way. If you.
Yeah, I didn't enjoy it. Last week's was brilliant. It was really good last week's.
Yeah.
Really funny. It wasn't as good as that.
Yeah, no,
Like I
yeah.
said,
It
not a
was
lot
funny last
happened,
week.
but it moved a lot on.
And to see Jimmy snap last week was brilliant.
Yeah, and it was
been
Gus
waiting for
being
that.
in it was great.
Yeah, the
Do you
whole
know what I
build up
mean?
to Gus. Yeah.
That was great.
All right, I'll give
give it a 9.
I'll give it a 10. I'll give it
Are
a
you
10.
changing your mind?
Liked it. Wow, what did I give it?
11.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
Go on, I'll give it a 10. Yeah, I'll change my mind a little bit.
Well,
All right. Okay.
so hopefully next week's a bit more to it.
You never know. There's going to be one that's going to blow up.
There will be
There is.
eventually, yeah.
There's got to be.
There'll be a big war between Salamanca and
Yeah.
Frings.
Are you looking out for a cameo at all times?
Yes,
I'm,
always.
I'm eagle-eyed.
You're just all you're doing is waiting for fucking Jesse to turn up.
Can't
aren't
wait
you?
for Aaron Paul to turn up.
You're just waiting for
Honestly,
that science
I
bitch.
like worship the guy when at the end of Breaking Bad. I just thought his acting. He'd been through so much, and his acting was just off the scale.
Yo.
Considering this guy, I'd never even seen him in anything
No,
else.
no.
And to come out like that and act like that.
Funny,
was just
funny. It's funny. I was talking about it to someone the other day. Breaking Bad. I was saying our favourite TV programs. One of mine's there. The sticker. Still mega pissed off at how Dexter ended support group.
Dexter, yeah.
And we were saying I've watched Dexter all the way through twice. Every single all eight seasons. I watched them all twice, and I started watching it again the other day. I love Dexter. I'm nearly finished season 1.
Yeah.
Love it. I've never watched Breaking Bad more than once.
I've watched the first 2 seasons again of Breaking
Someone at
Bad.
work who really, really loved Breaking Bad has never had the urge to watch it again.
Oh, I have. I've just not got the
It's,
time.
it's so weird that I've never
I think
felt like going
sometimes-
back and watching it. But you think about films and like your favourite TV programs,
Yeah.
and how often you've seen them.
I think because obviously a film, it's like 2 hours of your life.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's weird. Game of
well,
Thrones,
it
I've
is.
seen them more than once.
Maybe if you see it again, I mean, I think you'll benefit from it. I don't think it's going to dilute it at all. I think there's that.
Luther,
in
I've
your
watched all them
mind.
more than once.
Oh, I love Luther as well. That's
yeah, but
brilliant.
it's funny how I've never been back and watched.
Wouldn't you just love to
Breaking
go
Bad.
back and review Luther again every week?
Oh yeah.
That'd be ace, wouldn't it? So yeah, no, I love it. It's brilliant. I am so eyes peeled for a cameo.
it's great.
But I'm sure there'll be a big thing in the paper before it airs.
Oh yeah. We'll
Which
know.
is a downer, but
We'll know
you
it's coming.
That's what's going to happen.
We'll know it's coming.
Yeah, all right.
So yeah. Well,
cool.
thanks for watching, listening, whatever you're doing.
Comment,
Leave a like,
subscribe,
please. Comment, subscribe if you haven't.
Yeah.
If you have, unsubscribe, subscribe again.
Yeah. Is there any point? Anyway,
No, but just do it anyway.
and if you go to
get your grandma to
@3cuckoos,
subscribe, tell all your friends, just subscribe. Who cares?
your grandma's gonna.
You don't have
love
to
us.
watch the videos. Just subscribe to the channel.
Exactly right. Or just listen to it in the car. Be all right.
Put it on.
And then just go on
Watch
YouTube,
it.
click like, just turn it
Yeah,
off.
if you're listening to this on SoundCloud or wherever it comes out, just go on YouTube and leave a like. Doesn't matter.
He's right.
Subscribe. Who cares?
right. Absolutely.
Go on, do it.
Yeah.
Think of what subscribers we can have.
Yeah, and if you watch like Doctor Who, Broadchurch, and some other bits and bobs, then have a look at those other videos because they're all on there as well.
Yeah,
Sorted.
I
All right.
agree.
Well,
Well, Robert,
I guess we'll see you next week for episode 4.
will we?
Yeah.
Cool.
All right. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Three Cuckoos Podcast.